How's it going, guys? Welcome back. I briefly made a video on this and God told me to come back on and give further revelation. He's given me further revelation. So when God spoke into existence, said let there be light, and he spoke into existence, he spoke the entire world in the spiritual form, and he watched it all unfold. Everyone from Moses, Noah, Jesus coming to the earth, salvation, the 1,000-year reign, Armageddon before that, and then going all the way to the great white throne judgment. He's seen all that unfold because he spoke it into existence. We had free choice, and then everyone made their choices. Everyone already lived their lives in the Spirit. And when he did that, then he physically manifested it all. And that's why things happen the way they do. So when everything he spoke into existence in the spiritual physically manifested. Everything. So when he spoke it, he saw everything happen. He knew our hearts. He saw the choices that happened, and then they physically manifested. So when he talks about us having everything that we have now and him overcoming, it's because he already did in the spiritual before it all manifested in the physical. Now here, I want to share something with you. Genesis 1 verses 26. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over all the fish, over the sea, over the fowl, over the cattle, and over the earth, and every creepy thing and creepeth upon it. So he spoke us into spiritual. When it says, and let them have dominion over it, it was all of us. He spoke it all. But then you come and you see Genesis 2 verses 7, and it says, and the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils and the breath of life, and the man became a living soul. That was the physical manifestation of what he already spoken in the spiritual. When God spoke it in the spiritual, God's omnipresent, so it happened like this. Everything happened just like this. Every choice that people had, they lived life, but it went so quick. And he saw it all happen. Then he took and formed man to give a physical manifestation of what he had spoken in the spiritual. So when it speaks of, when I'm trying to tell you guys, we've already lived this all. When you have deja vu moments, that moment where you go from being foggy to clear, and you're like, I've done this before, I've been here. It's because it has. We have already lived this entire existence. We have all made our choices. So there was free choice. There is free choice. But what we don't understand is that free choice was already made way back then. All this is the physical manifestation of what happened way back then. The movie script, when God spoke it into existence, we made our choices, and that all happened like this. Because remember, God is omnipresent. He is always. And it says God is the Alpha, the Omega. So he saw it from beginning to end just like this. We made the choices because it was free choices. And then after that, now it's being physically manifested. And that takes time. When you think about it, it says, God says, 1,000 days of man is, 1,000 years of man is but a day to him. See, that's it. God spoke 6 days or 7 days, and it happened just like this because he's in the spiritual. But man, when it's physically manifested, slows things down. So it takes 1,000 years in the physical to manifest what God does in 1 day in the spiritual. See what I'm saying? All right. So when God spoke it into existence, it happened 7 days, just like this. That's why he can speak of Revelation and speak of everything that's there, because John saw it in the spirit, or everything Daniel saw, he saw in the spirit, because remember, it already happened. So when they were seeing this, they saw it already happening. The devil's already been defeated after the 1,000-year reign. He's already in the spirit in hell forever. We're already in the new earth in the spirit. So it takes 1,000 years to manifest 1 day of God, because God's in the spirit and man is in the physical. This is the physical experience that we're having. We're spiritual creatures having a physical experience. So when you guys get worried or upset and thinking that you're not going to make it, God has given you this feeling just like you had at the original time of, I got to make sure I'm going to do good. So you stay on path. But we have already lived this life. We have already made these choices, and this existence is already over. We are just walking through the pages of what is already done. Literally in the Bible of Revelation, we are walking through the pages. So what we must understand is all we have to do is keep moving forward. We have faith, and God's already overcome because it's already happened in the spiritual and it overcame. God's not saying, I overcome because things will get better and I will defeat the devil. No, he spoke it in the spiritual and he already did defeat the devil. So that's already taken care of. So have faith. Keep moving forward, because you're going to feel like it's the first time most of the time because you don't remember what happened in the spirit unless God shows you. That's why you have deja vu moments, because that's God showing you, look, this already happened. I've already overcome, because it was in the spiritual and this is the physical manifestation of that. Now I know a lot of you people will question, and that's what we're supposed to do, because I'm just the messenger. Go to God yourself with this message and say, God, this is blowing my mind. What's going on right now? Go to God. I'm telling you, he will give you the revelation. He gave it to me to share with you because he wants you to go to him to get confirmation. All right, guys, I love you. If you have any questions, type it down in the description box. I love you. Have a blessed day.